Disclaimer: this is an imagination written by author's perspective. It has nothing to do with real life. It's only for entertainment purpose. I own the storyline and narration, so please don't copy and repost my work. Thank you. Doctor, congratulations, Mr. John. Your wife is pregnant. Smile. Everyone became shocked when doctor said this. You can't believe your ears. If you are infertile, then how can you become pregnant? It's impossible. Jungkook, doctor, are you sure? Shocked. Doctor, yes, Mr. John, I'm sure. She's pregnant. Jungkook, but she's infertile, so it's impossible. How can she become pregnant? Doctor became shocked when Jungkook said that you are infertile. Mr. Lee and his daughter Ruby are also confused because they don't know about all this. They are just standing there with confused face. Mr. Lee, Mrs. John, what is happening here? She is your maid, right? Then why he is calling her Jungkook's wife? Mrs. John was about to say something, but then suddenly Jungkook spoke. Mr. Lee, no, Mrs. John, we didn't expect this from you. How can you do this? Come on, Ruby, let's go. Then Mr. Lee and his daughter Ruby left from there. Jungkook nodded and called that doctor and asked him about your reports. Doctor once again checked everything on his request and told him that his staff exchanged the reports with someone else by mistake. Doctor apologized to him and told him that on that day there was another couple and their surname was also Jeon. So that's why this all happened, because of confusion, because they were also Mr. and Mrs. Jeon. Jungkook became angry and started shouting on him because it's not just a small mistake, it's a very big thing for everyone. How can doctors be so careless? Jungkook told everything to his mom, how doctors became confused by surnames and exchanged the reports. After hearing this, Mrs. Sean became so happy because you are not infertile and you are pregnant. Mrs. John, thank God that now my daughter in law is pregnant. I'm so happy. Smile. She come towards you and was about to hug you, but you moved back, which make her confused. Mrs. John, what happened, Vine? Are you not happy? Vine, that was all a mistake by that stupid doctor. Now you are pregnant. I'm so happy. Smile. Vine, please, Mrs. John, stop your acting. Everyone became shocked when you said this because first time you are speaking against her. Mrs. John, why you are calling me Mrs. John? I'm your mom. Vine, I guess your memory is weak. Don't you remember that what you said this morning? You said that don't call me mom. Teary eyes. Mrs. John, but she stopped speaking because she don't have any word to defend herself. Vine, why you are silent now? Vine, you guys are so selfish. When doctor told that I'm infertile, then you started finding a new girl for him. And now when doctor told you that I'm pregnant, then you are showing me your fake love. Teary eyes. Vine, I never said a single word for myself, but now I can't tolerate this anymore. This is hurting me. I'm so selfless, but still I didn't get anything in return. you said while crying, and their eyes also became teary. Mrs. John, we are sorry, Vian. Please forgive us. Teary eyes. Vian, no, I can't. You said that you will send me divorce papers. Then please send that papers to my old house. And now I am going. Mrs. John, no, Vian, where are you going? Please don't go, please, she said while joining her hands in front of you. Mrs. John, no, Vian, please don't do this. You can punish me, but please don't leave this house. Please, she is requesting and begging in front of you. Vian, so now you are also realizing your mistakes? I know that why you are behaving like this because it's your mom wish to see her grandchild. That's why you are requesting me to stay here, right? Jungkook, no Vian, it's not like that. Mrs. John, please Vian, don't go. They both are begging, but you are thinking about your next move. You don't want to stay here because you know that they don't care for you. They are just thinking about the baby. And if you will leave this house, then they'll not learn the lesson. You'll stay here with them and teach them everything. Now you'll also treat them how they treat you. You'll make them regret for everything they have done with you. Vine, okay, I'll stay here, but I have so many conditions. Mrs. John, conditions? Confused. Vine, yes. Now you'll not force your any decision on me and never force me for anything. Mrs. John, okay, dear, I'll not force you for anything and I'll try to change myself. Vine, okay. Vine, I'm going to my room. Jungkook, but this is our room. Vine, no, this is not my room because your mom told me that I have to stay in guest room.